So let's first begin by examining what is man. There are three parts to man. And what makes us different from animals? Animals only have two parts. Man has three. Notice 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 23. Here Paul is giving his final word to the Thessalonians in his first letter. And he closes by saying, "Now may the God of peace himself sanctify you completely, and may your whole spirit, soul, and body be preserved blameless at the coming of our Lord Jesus." And so here he notices there are three parts to man. His spirit. Spirit, that is, the Greek word is pneuma, that is the air that we breathe in. It is that which animates our physical bodies. Animals also have this spirit that animates them. The question has been said, what's the difference between a living dog and a dead dog? In a dead dog, whatever that animation was is now gone. And so that is the spirit. The soul is the next thing he says, suke, that is the inner man, who we are, our thoughts, the center of our thoughts and our being, sometimes referred to the heart of man as the heart of man. And then body, the soma, that is the physical shell that houses the suke, the soul. And so animals only have the physical body and whatever it is that animates that physical body. But every person has a soul within his body. Our bodies will die, our bodies will decay and return to the dust from which the first man Adam was made. Remember Genesis chapter 2 and verse 7. It says there that God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. We see all three parts there. He is made of the ground. He is made of, the word there is humus. The humus, human, comes from the word humus, or hummus. And so it is made of the humus of the ground. A human is made. The ground itself is formed into the body of the man, and God breathes into him. And the spirit of man becomes a living soul. All three parts of man is there. In Genesis chapter 3 and verse 19, here God tells Adam that what's going to happen because of the result of their sin. He says, "In the sweat of your face you shall eat bread, till you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you will return." Genesis 35, verse 18. "And so it was, as her soul was departing, for she died, that she called his name Benoni, but his father called him Benjamin." That's the passing of Rachel. Her soul was departing from her body. In James chapter 2, verse 26, there James says, "For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works also is dead also." And so when the spirit, or when the soul and the spirit depart the body, that's what death is. But the spiritual part of man will continue to live on. In Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7, here this is talking about the righteous dead, but it says, "Then the dust will return to the earth as it was, and the spirit will return to God who gave it." And so man is composed of those three parts: the body, the soul, and the spirit. That's what makes us different from the animals. The soul of man is what makes us to be in the image of God.